Alrighty, no more fucking dicking around. Though she's still way too fucking cold outside to be going to work in the shop and dicking with shit. Luckily, I got a sheet of aspenite in my basement that I can make electronicals on. So everybody, my name is not Frank, and I'll be showing you how to make some cool shit today. Alright, so in my opinion, anything that takes AA, AAA batteries, that fucking shit is obsolete. Everything should be USB powered or USB rechargeable. It's 2018 for fuck's sakes. This is a really fucking skookum little portable music player, but she takes 3 AAA batteries. That's like, you gotta go to work, you gotta make money to buy shit like that. But here's the cool thing about it. Like you seen in the back there, there's 3 batteries. And I don't know why I put this shit back on. When you see the batteries in the back, if you see that it's going positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, in that order, like this, so your negative is touching your positive here, for example, that means that it's in series. So what that means is it's adding the voltage every time. So a AA or AAA battery is actually 1.5 volts. So 1.5, 3, 4.5. 4.5 volts for something that takes 3 batteries. Now what else runs at close to 4.5 volts is USB power. So USB portable battery packs and the USB charge that you put right in your phone is 5 volts. That's plenty close enough for this. As long as we're giving it enough amperage or more, this thing should work great. Okay, looks like we got some fasteners here. Time really fucked up my wrist. Now I gotta use a spinning go-round even to take apart the smallest little screws. And we'll see what's on the inside here. Okay, we can work with this. So we can see inside here that these wires are going to the positive and negative of the battery pack that's on the back. Oh fuck, I should take these batteries out before I done dicker myself. Alright, so we can see these wires here. What we're going to do is we're going to snip them off and we're going to add a wire of our own. Now I could just put the wires on here, but then if I forgot that there was batteries in the back and I hooked her up to USB, I would definitely cook them fucking batteries. Just give it this little snip here. There's one. This other one here is in a tricky spot. Well, we'll get it. Alright. So now we got these 2 wires out. We're going to strip them, and then we're going to put on a wire of our own. Then when you're stripping tiny wires, you want to make sure you take the slack off one of these quick strippers here. You don't rip the fucker right half in Twix. I should mention this. I have no idea if this is going to work. I made a flashlight using a similar property, but that's a flashlight. I don't know if this is going to fucking work. Now I got them exposed like a drunk teenage girl at prom. Now we need a USB wire. Luckily, I got tons of this shit. This was a shitty one that I bought on eBay. Now the USB end worked great, but the end for charging your phone was shit. I don't know what I did with it before, but I could see that the wires are already stripped, and I pushed these 2 data wires aside. So this is worth mentioning. When you take apart a USB cable, if you want to use it for power, the red and the black, you'll have to excuse me if I've got that reversed because I'm colorblind. So that's your positive and negative 5 volts DC. And then these 2 wires here, they're just data wires. We're not going to be needing any of those, so we can fucking cut those right out of our way. We're just going to have to find out which wire was the positive. That one. Now I have this really shitty habit of turning my wires when I'm twisting them together. I turn them counterclockwise. Oh wait, fuck me. I almost did another one of my bad habits. Forgetting to put the fucking heat shrink on before twisting them together. You don't really need heat shrink for something like this, but I just have it, so. I slip that heat shrink over the two. You should be using different color heat shrink for the wires, but I guess when you're colorblind it don't really fucking matter, do it? So we're going to hook up the positive to the positive. And like I was mentioning, my bad habit is I always twist my wires counterclockwise. And if it's very rare that I'll use a Moret to attach wires together, but when I do, I don't realize that I twisted them counterclockwise. When I go to put the Moret on, it just don't fucking work. Bend her over. Gotta be careful who you say that to. Slide this heat shrink over it. Our connection. Come on, fuck. Alright. Almost like I picked the right size heat shrink on the first try. Fuck, is this a negative? God, I hope so. Oh, fuck, look, I almost did it. Almost twisted her fucking counterclockwise. This is worth mentioning. No one ever taught me how to do these things. I really had to discover a lot of this shit on my own. Don't be afraid to try shit like this. Especially when it's DC. Not a lot can harm you. And you can't, DC is hard to fuck up. And when you fuck up, the worst thing that could happen is you... You're not gonna fucking get electrococksuckered. But I done forgot to do something. I'm human just like the rest of yous. So I needed to drill a hole through the casing to get these wires through, but now I already fucking heat shrink them together. What am I gonna do? Go back out to the garage and get 2 other pieces of heat shrink? Nah, we ain't got time to do that. What the fuck is this plastic made out of? Alright, so we missed. There we go. Now we got ourselves a slot. So we'll still be able to get that wire through. You guys thought that I fucked this whole project, didn't you? But I want you guys to believe me that what I've done is actually going to work. Just going to plug this in to a phone charger. Oh! Oh, fuck, there we go. Maybe if I turned it on, that would help. So I'll show you, there's no trickery here. There's no batteries in the back of this. Alright, we're going to throw some hot snot in here to hold it all in place. Throw a whole lot of goop on there. Well, come on, fuck. We can start putting this thing back together. I'm pretty confident I didn't fuck it up too bad. This is kind of overkill for putting these screws in, but I got a fucked up wrist. Holy shit, this has never happened before. I still have all the screws. Fucking bullshit. No, you fucking... Well, come on, fuck. Like that? Is that it? Ah, there we go. So again, we can plug her right in to a phone charger. It'll turn on like that. But these things are meant to be portable. So I got one of these USB power supplies here. Well, portable battery power supplies. So the flashlight that I mentioned earlier that I made, I actually implemented the battery into the flashlight. So it's rechargeable and you could essentially charge your phone with the whole flashlight itself. But this I wanted to keep separate in case I want to use a phone charger or use this to have my music. So we'll plug this in here. And I guess I just turn it on. And it works. That's pretty awesome. And again, there ain't no batteries in here. Now she's USB powered. This is fucking awesome. So this is seriously a really cool trick. If you have anything that's running off of either 3 AAAs or 3 AA batteries, this method should work. You're providing it with similar voltage to what it requires, a little bit more actually, but that shouldn't harm it at all. As long as you're providing it with more or the equivalent of amperage that it needs, everything should be fucking hunky-dory. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, I hope every time you plug in a USB wire, it goes in the wrong way the first time. Remember everyone, don't be an chicken, be an electrician. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be smart.